for our next fighter, John Sutton!
So ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the first fight after the interval, and we have a boxing bout here with John Sutton versus Wajid Khan. So the first fight to come outside is John Sutton, and again another fighter from the Crescent MMA team in Watford, and like we've already seen, some really good talented fighters out of that team. And again, I'm sure we expect the same, a well-versed fighter. And John, who fights out of Crescent MMA, it looks, just looking at his bio over here, he's been doing mixed martial arts for 3 years so far. Doesn't look like he's had any other fights. So another fighter who appears to be making his amateur debut.
Okay, so as you said, you know, he's had like more of an MMA background. I think he's looking to sort of experiment in the boxing line of things here now. You know, whether he has had any fights before in this in boxing or not. But yeah, it should be interesting. You know, 80 kilos. You know, I beg your pardon, this is a cruiserweight boxing title fight, boxing fight 90 kilos.
Absolutely.
Please put your hands together for his opponent, Wajid.
So Mohammed Wajid Khan fighting out of K's gym in Slough. Lots of boys coming from Slough tonight. He's had 2 fights before, so his record's 2-0. He's 27 years old. Big lad, looks about 6'1", 6'2".
Wow. Wow. Definitely a big lad, isn't he?
Mic test.
You know, just seeing the last fight shows the guys from K's gym, you know, they true grit, they just bite their gum shield, you know, they're looking for that knockout. You know, whichever way it presents itself, you know, they're there to take advantage. So, I mean, look again to sort of see Mohammed Wajid Khan, you know, and he'll probably come in aggressive, just like his teammate did earlier on. But let's see how this one fares.
Absolutely. And then you can see the difference where Wajid comes out from a boxing gym and John, who comes out of an MMA gym. So I'm sure Mohammed will be the more well-versed boxing fighter.
It also depends on the trainers that you've got in the gyms. Even though you could be an MMA gym, you could have an excellent boxing coach. John looks, they look.
In the blue corner, fighting out Watford Team Crescent MMA, John Sutton! And his opponent in the red corner, fighting out Slough Cage Gym, Mohammed Wajid.
Massive crowd here from Slough tonight. Very vocal, supporting their guy in red.
Yeah, Slough not very far from Maidenhead at all. I mean, saying that, neither is Watford to be fair. But yeah, a lot of support there from this, you know, for the Slough fighter. Our referee Sam Amidi again giving his instructions to the fighters before the bout. And yeah, so cruiserweight boxing fight on the line here.
And a very intriguing battle here as well. An amateur against another amateur who's had 2 fights. That should be good.
Touch gloves and off they go.
John's southpaw stance there. Southpaw's always a bit tricky to deal with if you've not actually trained with them in the gym.
Look, being a southpaw myself, I can tell you that cross is waiting, you know.
Absolutely, it looks like Wajid is packing some serious power in those hands.
You know what John needs to do is basically stand on the, you know, his right leg should always be on the outside of his opponent's left leg, lead leg. You know, he needs to throw that jab out and follow it with a cross. Oh, what a big jab there by Mohammed Wajid Khan. Caught John Sutton there square, they touch gloves and off they go again.
I think it was a matter of time before he got caught by that jab, and then that's what happened.
I think part of the problem here is that John's circling in towards the jab.
100%, I just picked that myself. You know, he should be sort of going on the outside of his strong foot, his lead leg, you know, throwing that jab out, being a southpaw, or looking for that big cross.
I mean, Wajid is really winding those punches up, but he's not really connecting. Is it because he's not getting that distance right?
Big cross there, rocked
Just
John's
said he
head
wasn't
back.
connecting, he connects.
It's interesting. It looks like John does a little bit of MMA. He went for a nice clinch there.
I mean, it snapped John's head back. Out of the piston jab there.
I think John's problem is that
His hands are dropping too.
yeah, he keeps circling. He keeps circling
Okay.
in towards the
That
power
cross.
hand of Mohammed Wajid.
And we have our first knockout. Referee Sam Amidi giving a standing 8 count.
John doesn't look too happy about that as well.
No, he felt there, but he's all right. He's giving him the okay sign. He's okay to continue.
That's the end of the round there, guys.
Okay, so end of the round there. Rightly so, and what a time to get a knockout. Mohammed Wajid Khan from K's Gym.
And that's going to stay in the judge's mind as well. That last bit of action there, that
Very strong way to end the round.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's got the he's got the knockdown, so that he's definitely scored well there.
It's interesting. Mohammed Wajid's obviously quite a powerful guy there, and he is throwing the big haymakers and stuff, but I think John's not doing him any. I mean, we've mentioned it 2 or 3 times now. He's not doing himself any favours moving into that power hand. I'm not sure if he's noticed it himself or whether maybe it's a force of habit. Maybe he actually fights the other way around and he's chosen to fight southpaw tonight. Some people make those decisions.
No, I think it's his natural stance, but he's just literally circling the wrong way. He's circling into the power hand, like you said. And in all honesty, they're just really, all they really are single punches he's getting caught with.
And let's not forget, Wajid Khan has had 2 fights before, and you can tell that bit of experience there.
Straight out into the middle of the ring.
John Sutton starting to, it's like he's not comfortable with the punches coming through. He keeps sort of like closing his eyes and moving away from the punch rather than having the hands up. Both fighters trading jabs. Big hook there by Wajid.
John needs to move a bit more side to side here. Just
Yeah,
not
I
stay in
mean,
front of him.
you're right, Zubair. He needs to, instead of like turning his head when the punch comes through, he needs to have his hand up near his head and block the punch. You know that.
Interesting. Oh, that was a big miss by John there. He's
Another big cross.
interesting thing about John is he's really biting down hard on that gum shield of his, you know.
Oh, okay, lovely jab by Mohammed Wajid there.
Yeah, Wajid just stalking him down.
Oh,
Looks like the end for John.
absolutely. I mean, he's holding on though. John's tough. He's holding on. He took a couple of clean punches there, but he's doing well.
Yeah, he's taking punishment, and you know he really needs to sort of have his hands up, and he needs to be firing back.
Mohammed Wajid with all the aggression here. He's just taking control of the centre there, and he's just making John walk around the outside.
He's been patient as well. He's doing the right thing, I think.
Well, now he's actually going the opposite way, John is, so this could work more in his favour because he's moving around. He's not being a straight standing target now.
Nice big punches there from John. He's having none of it.
Yeah, John got through with a couple of punches there. Wild, but
big
they did the job.
haymakers. Big haymakers.
He's just letting Mohammed know I'm still in there, mate.
That is one powerful body shot there from Wajid. Again,
Looks like John lost his mouth guard over the side of the ring there.
and Wajid finishing the second round strong again.
On that last punch, Mohammed just knocked John over to the ropes, and it looks like his gum shield dropped out.
Yeah, I actually thought he actually caught him clean there. But yeah, indeed, it was a gum shield that came out, and Mohammed Wajid Khan from Kane's Gym in Slough. You know, another great round for him. Seems like he's 2 up on the round, and the fight is all over.
I'm not really surprised about that. I mean,
Yeah, he was taking a lot of punishments there. Wajid acknowledging his support, the crowd, the medics are looking, you know, giving John Sutton the look over. A great fight there, and you know, again, you know, what can you say? You know, it's the corner stoppage. I think it's been it's a good decision, and when your fighter's taking a lot of punishment, I think it's good to sort of, you know, look out for fighter safety. At least John's smiling, you know, that's the most important thing.
absolutely. And I've got to say, I'm very impressed with Mohammed Wajid Khan. Showed really good maturity as well there.
Yeah.
Just he was being patient, looking for that sort of 1-2 combinations, and did the job very professionally.
Just
I
took
thought.
control of the ring,
Absolutely.
pushed John around, and like you said, he didn't.
Hold on, ladies, come out for the next round. Winner by TKO, Mohammed Wajid.
Great battle by the two guys there.
Yeah, Mohammed Wajid, I think he did very well there.
Absolutely.
He did justice to himself there. I mean, like you said, the guy, you know, comes from more of a boxing pedigree, so he, you know, he done well. He's had a couple of fights before, and yeah, good result there from Kane's Gym fighter.
And I think they've had, what, 2 fighters now? That's 2 out of 2 wins for those guys as well.
Not bad at all.